From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Now Hall to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, right back to Hall. They find some open field here. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action. Plummer. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Nifty move. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And a nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
On the double.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
10.
Ball again, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Rich under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Plummer. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Fielded at the 20. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready?
On 3rd and 2. Rich. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, You'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And according to the next-gen stats, he covered nearly 40 yards after that initial contact. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Plummer. This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field? Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over.
On the set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Ready.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Ball on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball again on second down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On the ball.
They'll run with Hall. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Out left and complete to Thornton. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw on second down, Plummer, and that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Plummer. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a give, running left is Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Plummer, throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Plummer. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
4th down. Plummer. That's to his running back, complete. And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with career touchdown number 70. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Rich. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Plummer. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Rich steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Off the play fake. Plummer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for New England. 57 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton from 6 yards away. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Rich, he's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, check mega. Strike.
On 3rd down, Rich. Got a man over the middle, and it's... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Plummer. Complete. Smith has it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Michael Walker there to bring him down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on second down, Plummer. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on third down, Plummer. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Ready up.
On fourth down, Plummer. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. A late lead change. The Saints now in front. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rich. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Rich. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
To throw on third down, Rich. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is You know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Plummer. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Off play action. Plummer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
He's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Plummer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Off the play fake. Plummer. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
In motion, the tight end. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On the give, this is Harris. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 82 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to throw. Plummer. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down. Harris. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory?